used to have luscious hair, you know? It was wavy. I used Pantene, okay? And then, obviously, I started working. And then also during the pandemic, I got COVID. And then after that, I noticed my hair was shedding a lot more, which really bummed me out. But working, I know there was more worse things in the pandemic than losing my hair, but I'm just saying from a personal perspective, it was, it was tough. It was tough. And I'll tell you, like, on a serious note, speaking as a doctor, having worked in the pandemic, it was a difficult time for me. Just going into work. Like, I don't know if like some of you guys probably went on furlough, had your lockdown tea parties and whatnot. I had to go into work every day. And I know there was a lot of a clap for the NHS going on, but my mantra going to work was literally, don't be a hero. Okay? Like, I was like, if one of these people croak, don't go trying to be a hero, resuscitate them, do mouth to mouth and all that, okay? Unless I have a proper mask, which I didn't, I was like, just let God take them, okay? Hopefully to a better place. If not, that's on them, that ain't on me, okay? I'm serious, man. The protective equipment I had it was frightening. I mean, I went to Tesco during the pandemic because, like healthcare workers were allowed to shop for essentials and all this sort of thing. And the lady at Tesco had better protective equipment than I did, right? She had like the visor and that huge shield, and I just had this 1 millimeter thin, condom thin face mask and like a flimsy apron. And not only that, they put me on the COVID ward, okay? All the patients were positive and elderly and confused, and they were on oxygen. And they all had a very, because some of them were confused, they didn't really have the utmost regard for infection control in personal space. So, like, I remember one lady, she just came up right to the doctor's desk and said, "Excuse me," she pulled her mask down, said, "Excuse me, why do I have to wear this mask?" I was like, "God damn, Dolores." I fell ill 7 days after starting that job. And I thought I'm a young man, right? I didn't have asthma, I had a full set of hair, right? I thought I'd just get it, I'd recover. I was in the prime of my life, but it took me 6 weeks to get over it. Not only that, I couldn't climb up the stairs without getting breathless. I couldn't sing Whitney or Celine in the shower, which really bummed me out, And I like Shania Twain as well, Man up, feel like a woman. My mom didn't let me sing that song. You know what? And then afterwards, I got a lot of problems after, like in terms of long COVID. I had lateral epicondylitis, I had patellar tendonitis, trochanteric bursitis, plantar fasciitis. That's a lot of itis for one man, okay? And the only thing that helped me was, like, the West medicine did cut. I got seen by a specialist, I had bloods, MRI scans, the rheumatologist said, nothing's wrong with you. I knew there was something wrong with me, right? The only thing that helped me, when the West didn't help, I turned to the East, okay? I turned to black magic, and I spent my evenings inhaling black turmeric smoke and chanting incantations. And I can tell you for a fact, the only reason I'm still here was I stopped that shit immediately. Anyway, you guys have been great. I hope you have a lovely evening.
Well, you started doing that, you turned to black magic, and I said, I've been telling you guys for ages, that is the way forward. A little bit of food.